What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I posted or uploaded a video, but today I'm just gonna do a little quick update on what's going on, what I've been doing. So this is currently my black RX-X that I've been having. I had this for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's a O2 RX-X Type S with a K20A2, everything stock other than the intake and the race header. And other than that, it's stock. So this was my first project. I was planning to take the swap and swap into the EK or EG or a shell that I could find, but I couldn't find it, so I just kind of parked it and left it and kind of forgot all about it. And then when I bought this blue one, which I had a A2 swap already, the full swap, I just had to buy some stuff to get all put in together. But this one I got all together when it started up. Found out that it had K-Pro and I can't use the stock ECU because it's not linked in with the vehicle and the mobilizer. So I had to get K-Pro. So what I was thinking about was taking off this mobilizer and this ECU, because these are both stock and they're still like linked in together because they came with the car and it has been tampered with or messed with. So I was thinking about swapping those over to this one, but then I was like, it really doesn't make any sense because if I do that, I would still have to switch the door lock and the whole thing and then swap all that to the black one. The black one will be back to this situation. But overall, I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to park this one. Whenever I get K-Pro, whenever I have money, I'll buy K-Pro for this. If not, they have the little module that I could bypass that. But that will be if I really want to go that route. But I don't want to go that route. So I just parked that and I came back to this project. So I'm back to this project. I just put in some new SI wheels. 2014, 2015 SI nitrogen wheels on. I actually traded my Evo 10 GSR for these with cash on top from the buyer's end. But so far what I did was I added a lip because when I bought it, it was missing it. I added fog light and I added this front license plate bracket or holder. And also I put in new headlights because the one I had broken tabs here and here, and this one had a crack, so I just ended up replacing it. That's my Evo. Haven't really did much with it. All I did was put in a new battery in. But yeah, this is the current situation I'm in. So now I'm back to this guy. I'll give you a little quick review on the inside. So the inside doesn't really too good. Just the seats kind of torn up, but did do a vacuum. I gotta do a little more detail. But this car sat for about a year. I bought it back in April of 2023. I drove 1 week and then I parked it, and the winter came and then I just parked it again. Drove it back home, and then where that blue one's at, I parked it back there. And then I was messing with that blue one, and then that blue one didn't work, so I parked the blue one back over there and decided to come back to this black one. If anything, I'm gonna fix this one and sell it just because I could use the money to invest into that blue one, or I could just hold on to this too, but I'm thinking about selling this. But RX-X is coming hard to find nowadays, especially one that hasn't been touched with. But yeah, still has AC, still has everything. The previous owner put in a clutch. The only thing I did after all this was I just went around and messed with the coilovers to do the ride height adjustment to make the fitment good. So yeah, this is where I'm at. Also today I'm gonna be doing a couple things on this car too. I'm gonna be doing the rear lip, and I'll show you what I'm doing on that. But as now you can see some little imperfection on the bumper right here and over here. I did get the bumper resprayed, so it does look a little bit cleaner. Alright, so I got the back wheel removed. What today I'm not doing really much today. I'm just trying to get the car looking straight. So I'm gonna be fixing this right here. I don't know what the hell happened here, but I'm gonna try to fix this and get it all back in place. I think that's kind of why my bumper's loose. But yeah, let me show you. Alright, so I got it corrected. Put these two bolts back in, push the little cover back in place, and then add this new bolt with one of these little clips, just so that it could hold this back in place. And I think this might be for where you put the rear lip. Maybe that's where the Mugen lip goes. But I put that just to secure this even more. Then we'll go do the other side. Alright, so this is the driver's side now. You can see I'm missing one screw here. Screws are here. This is still pretty good. I might just go and add another clip onto this right here to keep that intact. This is kind of... yeah, let me fix this up. So I got it fixed. I couldn't find one of these screws for that, so I just used a screw that I had laying around. Did the same thing with this one on top too. And then pretty much we're all set. Bumper feels a lot more stiff. So I'm gonna put the tires back on, and then I'm gonna do the front. All right, so the front, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna raise it up just a little bit, because this side is sitting a little lower than this side over here. So I just want to raise it up just a little bit, maybe like 2-3 turns, and I call it good. I've already been adjusting this before I even did this video. It was sitting up way higher. I used to get 3 fingers in. Now I could barely get 3. I get 2 in, but I'm just gonna raise it up just a little bit so it evens out. I was going to just leave it like this, but I don't really feel like leaving it like this, because when you get in, it sits a little lower because you're the driver. And this is the driver's side, so it sits down a little lower. So I want to go up just a little higher so that when I sit, it doesn't feel really tucked. Although I probably could slam it, but I don't want to slam it. I want to leave it stock as much as I can. So I want to even keep the stock high as well too. So I'll show you how to do that once I take the wheels off. Alright, so got the wheels off. Now I just want to adjust this. I want to go up, so I want to go this way because it's going to put the spring up. This used to sit like all the way up here. I don't know if I could show you where that used to be right here. So that's how much lower I lowered it already. So I'm just gonna go up just a little bit more now. So all you take is you get your special tool and then you just turn this. Do one more turn and I'm gonna call it good just like that, and I'm just gonna leave it because I didn't measure it, but I just did a couple of turns because it didn't really need much adjustment. I could have let it slide, but got OCD, so I didn't want to let it slide. So let me tighten this bottom one up, and then I might do this thing next too because the fender's kind of a little bent, so it has this gap. So I might try to straighten this out since I'm right here. Alright, so I got that bent out a little bit more. I could go just a little more, but it's not really budging. But as you can see, the comes in right here. I did get out, so it popped out. But I might have to heat gun this so that it sits back to being flush. But other than that, I'm pretty much done with that now. Done with that, done with both the rears bumper. So I'm gonna get this back up, maybe heat gun this up a little bit so they go back in place, and then put the wheels back on. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm just using a heat gun to try to make this plastic a little bit more soft so that it could go in place to push this back in instead of having it pop out, because I think it popped out and sat there for so long that I just got kind of used to it. So I'm taking my little tool just to press that against that, see if that will hold it back in place. Like that, you see, it did go back in place. So that looks a lot better now. You see how it's coming back out. So I had to just do just a little bit more and let it sit there for a little bit longer. Alright, so do the same thing again, but this time put it more towards center. I had it out here earlier. Now I'll put this in to the center so it kind of push this in to even this back out. So this side's already good already because you can see it's kind of flush. So now I'm just gonna leave that on for a little bit. I heat gun this already. I don't want to do too much because I don't want to melt the plastic, and you can feel it that the plastic here is starting to be really warm. So I'm gonna let that cool down for a little bit with that holding in place. You see how that looks more flush. And this comes out a little bit more. You can still see right here that has this part's a little pushed in where it should be sitting flush. But can't really see it, so I'm not really gonna bother too much about it. Got it to the best I can without taking the whole fender out and doing all that. Alright, so now you can see that after it's been sitting for 20 minutes, that it doesn't move back, it's back in place. And then I'm gonna put the wheels back on. You can see it still has a little gap right here, but it's not as bad as what it was before where it was all coming out. So I'm gonna call that good. Put the wheels back on. And then I'll show you a little bit of the project RX-X that I've been working on and how I duplicate that it was the K-Pro that was giving me the issue of not having it start. Alright, so I got a tape measurement out. This right here, it's about a little under 26 inches. And then on the driver's side, a little bit under 26 as well too, so I'm gonna call it good. And then that's a wrap for the black one as of now. There's not really much I want to do left on this one, other than the sound system. I want to put a new radio or a new stereo, maybe a CarPlay if they have one available for these, an amp and a subwoofer, and then I have an exhaust leak that I want to fix, that just a mid pipe, so I'm gonna fix that. And then I got this race header on, so the cat got deleted. Cell lights on for the O2 sensor, so I bought the back one already. I just gotta buy the front one. I think the front one costs a little bit more, so that's kind of holding off on that until I get the exhaust fixed. So since I'm fixing this car up, it runs the driver and everything, but I just want to fix it up just a little bit more. Once I fix that up, my buddy's gonna help me weld the exhaust pipe. All right, so I'm gonna show you how I duplicate that. It was the ECU that was not working for my Blue RX-X. So you put the key on accessory mode, and you see how that green key disappeared. Let me show you again. That green key, you see that? See, you see how it turns off, and then starts right up. So here's the blue one, and look at this green key. It doesn't shut off. So that's why I knew. If you know K-Pro, you know that these right here, whenever you get the green flashing light, it's been K-Pro, so it messed with the mobilizer, or it bypassed the mobilizer. So you see that? Let me crank it up for you. You see it has power spark crank, but it just won't turn over. It's because of that. I need K-Pro to bypass the mobilizer. So with that being said, if you know anything about K-Pro, you know that usually indicate that it's been K-Pro. I didn't know that if it's been K-Pro, it locks that out. And then the only way to get this to work, if you have the original ECU to the car with the same VIN number, you probably could take that, or I probably could take this to Akron and have them reflash, but I don't know if they will do that or not. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap the video up like right here. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, comment, and subscribe.